Okay, right now we are going to attach our wheels to the car. And what you're going to need is a pair of scissors so that you can cut your straw. This is our bushing, so other cars have different types of bushings, but we're using a straw for ours. And then you're also going to need a hammer so you can hammer the axle into the wheel. And you will need these little washers that come with it. Okay, so these are going to go on so that the wheel doesn't bind with the wood, and it gives it a little bit smoother ride. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is make sure our straws are in. I already glued these two in here. And what I'm going to do is for this, I'm going to go ahead and put the axle in so that I can line it up properly. Like this. Alright, so I'm just putting that in there. But really what I want to do is try to make this as straight as possible. Now, you'll notice that I did a crummy job when I drilled my holes, and so it's a little bit crooked. That's not going to be good for my car, but this is just a test car. When you guys drill your holes, you can see why it's so important, because stuff will get all out of alignment and then your car won't run as well. Once you put this piece of straw in here, the only one that really matters a lot is this one. You do not want it to stick out very much, because that is where your lever arm is going to come back and where your string is going to wind around here. So you just don't want the straw in the way. And then what you'll do is just put a little bit of glue on each side of this. So I'm not going to glue it right now. We did that in the other video. We're just going to focus on putting the wheels on. So I'll take this out for now. And the trick is we have got to push this inside of this wheel. And we want it to be nice and straight, and we don't want to break our wheel. Okay, so if it's really tough, because when you snip, it has these little edges. You can always snip that a little bit, or you can take a little piece of sandpaper. But if you take those little rough edges off of there on each side, just enough that it'll slide in a little bit better. Okay, and then we're going to have to tap it very lightly. All I try to do is use the weight of the hammerhead until that feels good. Okay? Then I got to make sure that I put this little washer on. Okay, that's going to help, like I said, prevent it from binding and give it a smoother ride. Put that on here. Okay, then I got to make sure to put on this side, and then I've got to put my other wheel on. Now this is going to be really important again when I'm using the hammer, because I'm going to be hitting my wheel, and I do not want to break my wheel. It can be very easy to do, and I want to hit it right in the center. Okay, so now that's on. Good. Okay, and then I'm basically going to follow the exact same procedure for the front. I would go here, put the washer on, or put the wheel on, put the washer on, put it through, put the other washer on, put the other wheel on, and then I'll have my front wheels. So basically the same thing. So one more time, if you look at it, you've got the wheel, washer, your bushing, which is the straw, axle that goes through, another washer, and your wheel, all nice and snug. You're good to go.